Thanks, Jaron. 7:30 left until the break. 24-all between Syracuse and North Carolina. With Tim Nolan, I'm Brian Klein. Happy to be with you. This game started, it was all Syracuse. They scored the first 7 points of the game. They scored 15 points in the first 4 minutes, Tim. But it's been kind of a slowed-down Syracuse offense from what we've seen out of the gate.
Yeah, the high percentage looks that Syracuse was generating in the early going have kind of disappeared. Now it's been all tough turnaround fadeaways from Buddy at the elbows. You saw Jimmy multiple times try to drive in on Armando Bacot and didn't even touch the rim on a couple fadeaway hook shots. Meanwhile, on the other end, Carolina's getting a ton of high percentage look. This team is 5th in the ACC in three-point shooting, and seldom have we seen Syracuse really contest them beyond the perimeter. So the reason this game is still tied and Syracuse is tied up with them at 24 apiece is Orange are leading the rebounding battle right now, 10-9, which is huge for this Syracuse team.
The Orange are without their starting center, Jesse Edwards, for the year. A left wrist injury and it traveled. Here's what happened. Buddy Boeheim inbound to Jimmy Boeheim by the midline, but his older brother was trailing backwards, lost his balance, and got rid of it before the backcourt violation, but not before he shuffled his feet. So Syracuse turns it over right out of the gate, and that's turnover number 6. It's been their fatal flaw of an otherwise really strong start against the team on North Carolina that came in favored towards the top of the ACC standings. Ball was batted away by Brady Manick, had it batted away by Cole Swider, and Manick takes a seat. Leaky Black, the senior forward from Concord, North Carolina, comes on to replace him. 7 and change left until the halftime break. R.J. Davis, with his nose clogged with tissues, took a shot from Joe Girard earlier in the game. He has it up top, feeds Love to the baseline. Now it's Leaky Black trapped in the corner, and Black calls the timeout right in front of the Syracuse bench before he lost the ball. The shot clock is down to 3. And even 7 on the game clock, and we'll keep it here with North Carolina burning a timeout here. Oh, it's been a slowed down offense for both sides. Syracuse hasn't scored in the past 3.5 minutes. North Carolina, the past 2.5 minutes. They're 0 for their last 4.
We mentioned those high percentage looks that Carolina has been getting in this game thus far. But that being said, I think this is one of the more impressive games we've seen from the wings in the way that they've played the 2-3 zone thus far in this one. I think more of the problem for Syracuse on defense right now is the rotation to the guards up top, Joe Girard and Buddy Boeheim. And remember, there is no remedy coming off the bench in Symir Torrance in this one. So those two need to have the game of their lives atop on defense so Syracuse can prevail in this one.
Syracuse sticking with the starters with the exception of the 5 spot. Frank Anselm is sitting. Barama Sidibe is anchoring the middle of the 2-3 zone. The inbound will come from Leaky Black right in the corner where he was trapped. Shot clock is down to 3. Jumping jacks for Jimmy Boeheim on the inbound. They get it into R.J. Davis, 35 feet from the hoop. Picked up the dribble and a shot clock violation. Or is it? R.J. Davis swung it to his left for Leaky Black, threw up a 3. It looked like he didn't get it off in time, but he hit the 3, so now everyone's interested.
Deja vu all over again to the Prentice Hub shot for Notre Dame just a couple games ago. This one was a bit closer to the arc.
We're looking at the replay right now of the Jumbotron.
Yeah,
I don't think he made it.
That's a shot clock violation.
The call on the floor was no basket, but they're reviewing it right now. And they rule a shot clock violation. So Leaky Black got a cool highlight in there, but when you zoom out on the scoreboard and the shot clock, probably not making it on the reel. Just a hair late. And Syracuse is tied with North Carolina, just under 7 minutes left until half. Joe Girard left to right into the front court. Padlocked by R.J. Davis at the midline. Bounce pass to the Roy Williams logo. Cole Swider, baseline drive, follow-away jumper is true. Cole Swider, the Villanova transfer, is up to 13 points. It's been a while since we've heard from him. Had a blazing hot start, hit his first 4 shots. And Syracuse leads by 2, 6.5 minutes left until the break. R.J. Davis has some space top of the 2-3 zone, didn't take his 3. Huff Johnson, the sophomore, swings it back up top. It's Caleb Love. Bounce pass to the high post. Black turnaround jumper, ACC logo, rims out, offensive rebound for Johnson. He puts it back in with the left. 26 all, 6 minutes left, and the Dean Dome on their feet. Joe Girard pounding the rock with his right and trying to create some room with his left on R.J. Davis. Delivers it to his left to the far wing, Cole Swider. Backing down Caleb Love, and Love strips him and throws it back in to save the ball from going out of bounds. It goes to the apex about 30 feet in the air. Buddy Boeheim takes it down, finds Swider, baseline drive, and Swider puts it in. Cole Swider with a miraculous deuce, and Syracuse regains the lead 28-26. 5.5 minutes left. Immediately after that basket, Jimmy Boeheim fell down to the ground. A whistle was blown. The referees are conversing, and they're pointing towards the basket. They're going to take a look at this. I wonder, Tim, if they're going to look at whether or not Caleb Love kept the ball in bounds or not.
Well, they're probably looking at that, but they're also looking at whether or not, because it got close to a shot clock violation there, the way Swider, when he drove inside, there was only 4 ticks left on the timer. And when he put that ball up after an up fake, he was pretty close, and a couple members of the Carolina bench were motioning for it. So I think they're just trying to cover their bases here. But that possession does not happen without Barama Sidibe. He outleapt Armando Bacot. We saw him wincing and motioning his left knee a couple plays earlier, but there he looked fine getting back down the floor, and he was the reason that Syracuse kept that possession alive and scored.
And Buddy Boeheim might have gathered the ball, but Sidibe boxed him out right around the three-point line as if it was going up for a rebound. And Syracuse, as of now, leads 28-26. The call on the floor was a basket for Cole Swider. The Orange right now are just trying to finish the season strong. They have 0 quad 1 wins on the year in 8 attempts, and this is their final opportunity at one. They play Miami on Saturday, but that would be quad 2 because it's home.
And while this stat is more circumstantial, Cole Swider's 15 points. In Syracuse's last 6 victories, he scored double digits. In Syracuse past 4 defeats, he has not made it past 10 points. So 15 already. Nobody else in the starting lineup has joined him in double figures, which is why this one's only 28-26. But something interesting to keep an eye on, especially if either Buddy or Jimmy or Joe Girard gets going offensively.
And Cole Swider's been a tough one to figure out. They do count the basket, so North Carolina will have it underneath. Brady Manick inbounding, and Cole Swider, Buddy Boeheim, Barama Sidibe got a much-needed rest after a much-deserved 2 points. They inbound for R.J. Davis, and the sophomore takes it right to left. A pass to his right for Love. Back to Davis playing catch. Top of the 2-3 zone. Buddy Boeheim, Joe Girard bouncing up and down. They trap Brady Manick on the baseline. He's trapped by Sidibe and Boeheim. Blindfolded pass to Puff Johnson. Kick out. Far corner 3. It's good. R.J. Davis got it from Johnson and had some inherited room with Syracuse bailing out on the trap, and North Carolina leads for the first time today, 29-28. 5 minutes left in the first half.
Cole Swider to steal between his legs, dead to rights, and simply missed the basketball.
Jimmy Boeheim nearly had it stripped by the midline on Johnson and gives it to Buddy Boeheim. 10 seconds on the timer. Backing down his defender, Black. Follow-away jumper off balance short. Rebound to Leaky Black for the Tar Heels. In transition, pedaled to the metal and a foul right by the three-point line. Buddy Boeheim just kind of bumped him. And I think Boeheim was realizing, hey, I got to bite this bullet, or else Black is going to easily lay it in, or if not worse, dunk it and have the fans here in the Dean Dome just lose it.
Smart foul by Buddy, not so much on the shot though. He's usually good at those fadeaways when he gets his hips square, and that time it was an aimless fall away when he kind of just flailed it up with one hand.
29-28, 4.5 minutes left in the first half. North Carolina leads. Leaky Black high post finds a cutter. It's Brady Manick on the baseline, and he hammers it home. North Carolina 31 and Syracuse 28. This is the best UNC version we've seen tonight.